Business Notes. I'm your host, Diane Bogino. Our guest this evening is Laura Stack. Widely regarded as one of the leading experts in the field of employee productivity and workplace issues, Laura Stack has been featured nationally on the CBS Early Show, CNN, the New York Times, and USA Today. Ms. Stack has dedicated her career to building high-performance productivity cultures by creating maximum results in minimum time. She is the president of the Productivity Pro, Inc., a time management training firm in Denver, Colorado, specializing in productivity improvement in high-stress organizations. She is the best-selling author of 4 books, Super Competent, The Exhaustion Cure, Find More Time, and Leave the Office Early. She is also the designer of the Productivity Pro Planner by Daytimer. Laura is the 2011-2012 president of the National Speakers Association. She holds an MBA and has been awarded the Certified Speaking Professional, or CSP, the highest earned designation for speakers. Her client list includes national associations and government agencies, as well as Starbucks, Walmart, Cisco Systems, the Denver Broncos, and her favorite, Dairy Queen. Laura, thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you so much. I'm going to have to work on that introduction, make it a little more efficient.
But hey, when you got it, you got it. You know? Now, as the incoming president for NSA, tell us, where do you see NSA, or where do you want to take NSA this year?
Well, we follow a strategic plan, which is put on by the board of directors, which is a 3-year vision. So my goal as president is to help the board and our professional NSA staff to continue to carry that forward. And ultimately, our mission, of course, is that we want every expert who presents expertise using the spoken word to an audience for a fee to be a member of NSA. So I'm out beating the drums and really putting that mission forward to all of our chapters and our international federations, and just really getting people behind that and being excited about speaking in our profession. It's just such an incredible business opportunity that we have.
Now, you are an expert in productivity, and all of us as business owners can use more time, and we complain about not having enough time, but you say that really isn't the issue.
Well, a lot of people say I just don't have enough time, and of course you do have enough time. It's just that most people don't make the time to do the things that are really important. And I believe people know how to work hard and how to make lists and how to check things off, but really having the self-discipline and the focus and the ability to sit down and not get sucked up in the email and the social media and the phone calls and the internet, that's another completely different thing. So you have to really understand each day what you have to get accomplished and make the time to do it. And so a lot of the time it's just about better choices.
Yes. Now tell us about the myth about multitasking.
Well, a lot of people think multitasking means that you're getting more than one thing done at a time. I think it's kind of code for never getting any one thing done. So multitasking typically means that you're running all over, doing all sorts of little things perhaps that you think about doing, and don't forget this and don't forget this, but you're taking your focus off of the things that are your primary objectives. So typically our brains are a big culprit, reminding us with things that we need to do. And so I like to keep a little running list as I'm trying to focus on something. So when I think of something, I just write it down rather than going off and doing it. So sometimes you just have to keep your concentration intact.
Great idea. And what is Seagull management?
Seagull management is an expression my dad used to have in the military. It was a term when someone would kind of fly in, drop a load, fly off, and so he used to liken that to a lot of the management, the leadership in the military. They'd, kind of come in and storm around and bark orders and then leave, and everybody in their path felt like they were just unloaded on, So it's kind of a fun way of saying to really be present, to come in, make sure you've communicated, that instructions are clear, and that you've had a chance to connect with a person as an individual, not just bark orders at them and take off. So kind of a reprise from my old military background.
Now, I can't believe this one, but you say that even as a child, you liked cleaning your room. But now you say a little dirt never hurt anybody. Tell us about that.
I was the strange child who always wanted to have a clean room, and I had a list. And in kindergarten, I was the one going, "We've got 15 minutes, let's play." I mean, I just wired this way. But now as a mother, my children are 10 and 11, my boys, and my daughter is 16. And I've really realized that if you insist on having everything done your way, that other people are happy to let you do things your way. And so I've learned the hard way, because of so much on my own plate, to kind of relax my standards a little bit. And a little dust never hurt anybody. I mean, if you want to come into my house and clean, come on in, So I've really had more flexibility, I think, over the years, in terms of not being so rigid and just having picky standards about the way everything is. And I think it's helped my stress level and definitely saved some time.
Now, you've mentioned list a couple of times, and you have a saying, if it's not on the list,
it doesn't exist. Yes, in our family we have, for example, a grocery list. And so we just keep it on the refrigerator, and whoever eats the last of some item is responsible for putting it on the list. And if you want me to purchase something at the store the next time I'm there, I'm happy to do that if it's something that you need, but I can't read your mind. And so, if I come home and they say, "Where are my whatever?" I say, "Oh, it's not on the list. It doesn't exist." So until someone writes it down, and so now they know where Mom's inbox is, where the paper is, and when they want to communicate with me, they can't just loft something to me at the dinner table and think I'm going to remember it. So they know, I know, if it's not on the list, it doesn't. So they march into my office, write it down, and put it in my inbox. So they're trained. They've gotten pretty good about that.
And Laura, in the past year, what do you think is the most important business lesson you've learned?
Important business lesson. Wow. I would say, in 20 years now in business next year, and having been with NSA almost all of that time, I really think that it's the connections that I've made, the community, the ability just to call someone and get a question answered. That I'm really discovering the real value in NSA. Yes, it's important to have the education, to have all the entrepreneurial business knowledge, but I just really feel so much love for NSA and the people that I've met, and the ability to have true friendships, and just the social aspects, I think, of NSA are an incredible benefit and a real value that I've really appreciated just this past year.
Thank you so much, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for asking.
And we've been talking with Laura Stack. Thank you for joining us on Business Notes. I'm Diane Bogino, bringing you business ideas you can bank on.